All right, what's up, guys? Today is July 15th, and the market is showing a considerable amount of strength today. We got some good numbers in from an economic standpoint. Um, Here we go. So, we got a lot of numbers reporting today. We got retail sales, Empire State Manufacturing Index. Um, and consumer sentiment, all of those numbers were green. So it really kind of trimmed people's expectations as far as a mega rate hike. I believe they were expecting like 1%. So it's kind of funny that expecting a three quarters rate hike is actually good news. But so the market is really showing some strength today. It's just pushing higher and higher. The trade I had a small trade in from yesterday, betting that at least one of the numbers would be, soft, and I was wrong on that. So I went ahead and I tried to wait it out a little bit, but got out on a little bit. The bar looks green right now, but I got out. There's a little bit of weakness right here that allowed me to get out. So I got out for a very small loss, probably 7% of the capital, so not bad at all. Because I just wanted to reposition because I wasn't, the market's showing a lot of strength today. Just is not, I was just not in a good position for that. So I'm currently looking to reposition on both the call side and the put side. I really want to try to get a call, probably, I'd say in the 3900s, 3910s. 3910 would be optimal for me. We're already above the second pivot point right here. Um, the R2 and R3 is way up here, and I want to be close to R3 as possible. Right now, there's only money maybe at 38.95, maybe 3900. But as the market continues to show strength into lunchtime, I might be able to get that 39.10 that I'm shooting for. So I'm kind of waiting for that. And if the market decides to deflate or calm down, on the downside, I'm probably just going to be looking around the open or maybe a little bit less than the open, like 37.85, I think would be good for me. So if I can catch the market on a downswing, get the stochastics, down to the bottom, I'll be looking to capitalize on that. So we'll see. And if no opportunity presents itself, then so be it. But that's where I'm at for right now. Just got filled on that call spread at 39.05 right here when this bar started to turn red. Um, so we'll see how that turns out for us. The market's still pretty strong right now, but I do expect it to start flattening out a little bit. We've definitely been in overbought for all day, pretty much. Um, but it can do that on good news, of course. But all I need is a little bit of weakness for it to just pull back a little bit of selling, and that should set me for the day. If we get some selling, maybe down to the 38.50 area, then I should be good for the rest of the day um, with this much lead on it. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm still looking for a put spread down here on some weakness, especially if we get the stochastics to get into oversold territory down here. I'll be looking to place a put below the open of the day, which is about right here. So maybe 37.80, 37.75 if I'm lucky, something like that. So that's what I'm looking for. Another thing I wanted to point out is if you see this line, this green line right here for a previous successful trade that I had a couple days ago, that trade sold off on this open right here. I set that to collect 50% of the profit. Now, if I didn't do that at that time, I'd be in trouble right now. I'd be, not happy. Um, The trade would probably still work. I mean, I don't know that right now, but it would definitely be in the red right now instead of 50% profit on the books um, 2 days ago or yesterday, whatever. So just keep that in mind. It's okay to take profits when you have them, because the market can certainly snatch those profits back at any point, and it doesn't really care. So take profits and stay safe out there. Guys, it is lunchtime, 12 o'clock, and we are finally starting to get some weakness come into the market. We've got our stochastics that is crossed into the purple. This technically would probably be a good time to place a bear call spread trade per the rules, probably maybe about a bar ago. Um, but I wanted to hurry up and get in there, so I kind of skirted it a little bit just to get as high as possible. But we are getting some weakness. Market's starting to fall down. I'm going to see how far it goes. And on the put side, I am going to wait if we do get across into oversold. I am definitely going to wait till we get a curl up before placing a put spread trade. But we're finally getting some weakness, so I'm happy with that. This should, unless we get some news or something like that, this should set me up for the day on this particular call spread, um, and hopefully also set me up to place a nice put spread today. So we'll see where it goes, but this is where we are for lunch. Check back in a little bit. All right, peoples. Later on in the day, we're about a half hour into lunch, about 12:30. The market has sold off a little bit or weakened. Stochastics is closing in on getting to that oversold territory. We're not there yet. It is tempting to place a put trade right here, but we have to wait until our conditions are met, which is that it gets into oversold territory and starts to curl out of oversold territory, which is to cross back into the purple area. So I'm going to wait. Um, Typically, what you really want to wait for is for the market to make a major move and then trade after that for if you're going to be selling spreads. So like this morning, we had that major rise and it ran out of steam. So we want the same thing on the negative side for like a big jump down, and to wait for that to run out of steam to place a put trade. So we're going to be patient. We're going to wait for that. I want to see if it can break this. I want to see if we can break this pivot point right here. This seems to have turned into some support, at least for the moment. So wait for the break below this and see if we can get into maybe the 3830s. That'll be great. And that should push us into oversold territory where we can start looking to pick up a put trade as well. This call spread is obviously all but done unless we get something crazy happen. So we'll see. And that's where we're at right now. We'll check in a little bit. All right. It is now 1:53, heading into 2 o'clock. And I just decided to take this call spread right here. We have stochastics crossing into the purple zone, curling down, presented this opportunity right here for a 38.90 call spread. So I went ahead and took that, and I'm still looking for a put for today. I wasn't able to get in on this early one because it just didn't get into the oversold. I wasn't comfortable enough with it, but I'm still looking for a put, probably in this area right here, probably in the 38.20 zone. So we'll see what comes of that, but that's where we're at for now. All right, it is 3:15. We're heading into the close. The market has continued to chop sideways, but we have put in a very nice resistance area right at the high of the day. It got rejected 3 times, but we're still improving on the lows. We're still making higher lows, setting up a nice flag. Um, so it is heading into the end of the day. There's potential for a breakout, but I just don't think there will be this late in the day. I do want to put in a put trade for Monday to see if I can capitalize on the good news. People seem to be picking up on the news that the New York manufacturing activity report is nice. So there seems to be a lot of positivity around that. So we're going to see if we can capitalize on that. I've got two trades in mind. I've got one that I want to do that's a week long that hopefully I can close early, and then another one just for Monday specifically to see if I can catch it around 100 points down from the close. I'm going to wait till a little further into closer to the close before I can put it in, just to see if we can get a little bit more weakness in the market, a little bit more drop, so I can come in and swoop under there, get 100 points down, and see if we can win on that. But those are the two that I have my eyes on, so stay tuned. All right, it is time for the end of the day wrap up. Market is closed, and here we are. It was a very funny day. Um, so you can see the market just kept chopping and chopping for most of the day, staying in this range. And I tried to get that put for Monday. I had the order in, but it was not filled. But I did get it put for the end of next week. You can see this blue line right here. I got a 37.30. So I'm going to try to close that. I got it for 70 cents on a 5 wide. So I'm going to try to close that early unless we get an actual true rally where I don't need to. But the goal is to get that closed probably at half profit or something like that. So we'll see if I can pull that off. Definitely try to get filled on a put for about 90 points down, which would be a 37, about 37.60, 37.55 for Monday, but just wasn't able to get filled. But you can see my two trades from earlier worked out, so happy about that. The trade that I did close early on in the day, that also would have worked, but I just didn't want to risk it. I had a feeling it might, but just didn't want to risk it. At the time, it was just the market was just too strong, and there was no telling where it was going to go. So all in all, this week, um, definitely a successful week. Not as successful as I wanted. I don't usually lose this many trades in one week, but you can see if you count all of the green bars, the green diagonal bars. You got 9 successful trades and 3 losers. So, uh, I'll take it's definitely a good win rate. Could be better. I wish I had it one less loser, but them's the breaks. The more tighter you stick to your rules, the more losers that you're probably going to have, and the less you're going to lose, honestly. Because all of these losers, I didn't lose much. Like I said, generally about 15% of trading capital, which is pretty easy to make up. And I did with the rest of the trades that I did, so pretty happy about that. Um, what else? We popped up at the end of the day. We did have that breakout that I was talking about earlier after we kind of made this flag pattern. It was a little messy, but we did do it. And um, it was an interesting week. Like this day here, I think this was Tuesday. This was a kind of crazy day. This is the only trade that I had that wouldn't have worked out had I kept it. The other two that I lost on would have worked if I kept it. So that kind of gives me some confidence that the methods that I'm doing are working. But this is the only one, and this is just the weird kind of thing here. This was a drop out of nowhere, really. There was no news. I mean, we knew the news that caused this drop well before this drop. So it's just weird. Um, and the market just whiplashed all over the place. It whipped down, came back up, filled this gap, made another gap, filled that gap. So it's just weird. So got to be ready for all of that and stick to your rules, and that'll keep you safe and keep you trading. This is a profitable week. So on to the next. please leave any comments down there. I want to try to get these out as much as possible, just put some content out there. But right now, honestly, I feel like I'm talking into the ether. I think my videos, I mean, I just put them out to be honest, but I think they're sitting on like 4 views. So hopefully I look back on this and laugh. But it'd be nice to be able to, get this out there. So please like the video if you like the content. Share it with anybody else that you think might find this useful, and let me know how I can improve. If there's something that you want to see, you have any questions, whatever, let me know in the comments below. Talk to me and let me know what you think. I'm definitely not perfect, and I don't claim to have the perfect trading system or anything like that. I'm always learning and always looking for new information. Um, but I'm not bad. I hope so. Let me know what you think. Maybe I am bad and I don't know it, and you can certainly let me know in the comments below. Um, but definitely want to get some engagement with this, so please do so. And also, I do have a course if you want to learn options trading and you have no idea what I'm talking about in these videos. It looks, like a mess, whatever, and you want to learn how to make some money for yourself on the side. Please look at the comment. I mean, not the comments, the description. Go to evenicantrade.com. That's where I have my course. Sign up, and I'll teach you what I know. And like I said, I've been trading for over a decade doing these spreads, so I know quite a bit. So I think, and I've also trained other people, um, and the people that I've trained are all profitable. So check it out. Let me know what you think, and like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next week.